welcome to beautiful Namibia. I'm so excited to be in this amazing Southern African nation. As some of you may know, my channel is partially dedicated to showing another side of Africa, a side that often gets overlooked by mainstream media. I'm so excited to be back on African soil right now and to take you with me around this amazing nation. So let's fall in love with Namibia together. Let's go.
The ocean kissing the desert, one of the only places in the world where this is the case. It feels so natural, but it's also so special. Sand on one side, water on the other, just existing peacefully on this ancient, beautiful land. The wind is loud, the sand keeps shifting, antelopes walking around like they're making the rules. Life here definitely feels amazing. I always feel like you feel more connected to what really matters in life. When you see the sand up close, you may not realize, but some of the sand is older than any border Europeans ever put on African land, and older than the names colonizers forced onto places that already had names. And somehow in a land that has such a brutal history, you end up feeling so soft and see so much beauty. This land has held laughter and violence, people who are haunted and people who survived anyway. Because I always say, you can break so much in Africa and in Africans, but you can never break our spirit.
Oh, hello there. Just a casual little lunch in the Namibian desert right by the ocean.
About 70 to 90% of Namibia's commercial farmland is still owned by a small white minority, and that is a direct result of colonial land theft. Wealth was passed down to brutal colonizers, while the people who actually belonged to this land were pushed away from it. Windhoek, the capital, is a place where this is very evident. So we should always be aware of the struggles and injustice that happened here and still happens here today. At the same time, I believe that joy is also one of the strongest forms of Black and African resistance. So let's make sure we also do that, while always honoring and doing right by those who deserve it most.
Let's go!
I loved walking around in Windhoek and just in Namibia in general. People were so nice and so friendly. I'm just so lucky to be here. At the same time, the streets still have German names, many of them, and colonial buildings still stand here. And that's not really because they're celebrated, but because they were imposed and never fully removed.
We're in the center of Windhoek with a beautiful view of the entire city. You can see the mountains over there, downtown over here, and then the townships are in the back, which we're also going to visit. Have a look.
From up here, everything looks so peaceful, but like we know, not everything is peaceful in this country that was once colonized by the Germans. And also, did you know that the first concentration camp was actually in Namibia? And it was from Germans? It's really hard to find that information even if you research it. And I think that says a lot about why, Africa and Africans need to be amplified. But maybe that's for another video. For now, let's continue. And don't forget to make a wish.
All right, I just wanted to show you how huge this cactus is. You can see how big it is next to me. And this place in general is just so nice. I'm so in love with this place. You can have a look.
Townships were built under apartheid to keep Black Namibians away from land and opportunities. Those divisions didn't disappear at the so-called independence. People were left here to rebuild their lives without the land that they had always belonged to. And right here in this place, on the left, white people live, and on the right, Black and colored people. And this is still true today. That segregation is today's reality. Well, one thing about us Africans, no matter where we are, we're going to be in community, we're going to have some food, we're going to have some music, and a good time despite it all.
Now in the township of Katutura, just outside the city center of Windhoek. It's still considered Windhoek, but it's a township, so it's like on the outside of the city. And it's a really vibrant place to be. We have a market behind us where people are selling fresh meats, fruit, cosmetic articles, clothes, really anything that you can think of. And I really love this place because people are just outside, kids are playing around. It's really safe and lively, and it's a beautiful day today, so let's have a look. Reporting live from the township. We're trying some of the meat that these boys are grilling over here, so let's have a try. Very juicy and well seasoned.
Okay, I admit it, I do prefer my animals alive. So let's check out Etosha, which is one of Africa's most distinctive national parks. The word Etosha comes from Oshindonga. Etosha means great white place. And isn't that quite ironic? However, in this case, it's quite literal because it's a flat white salt basin. And it's home to so many beautiful animals. Look how cute they are. 40% of Namibia's land is under conservation. That is one of the highest percentages in the entire world. And that is not really, because the animal need our attention. I mean, we want to give it to them, but it's more so they can have like a designated space that they obviously deserve. And freedom always does look different when it's, without walls. One thing that really stood out to me here and that definitely touched my heart and made me feel so good is not just obviously the amazing, beautiful, and kind people, but also like the space that like this country gives you and lets you breathe without feeling lonely. It is one of the least populated countries in the world. I just feel like it's so beautiful to experience that softness and beauty and peace and kindness in a place that very recently was so different and in many ways still is. So thank you so much, Namibia, for everything. I will definitely be back, and yeah, Wale Lapo. I hope I said that right.
All right, everyone, that's a wrap right here in Windhoek, Namibia. Thank you so much for taking this tour with me in this beautiful, sorry, that was a fly, in this beautiful country of Namibia. I genuinely fell in love with the people, with the nature, with the food, and just I had such an amazing time, and I hope you did too. And I really appreciate you watching. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like and comment this video, and please let me know where you would like me to travel to next time. All right, thank you so much once again. Bye, I appreciate you.
Together, we will rewrite the way the world sees Africa.
Let's go.